The main business of the day at the Supreme Court was hearing of the appeal by Uche governorship candidate of the Action Alliance in the 2019 Imo governorship election. But the main action was from the People's Democratic Party and Emeka Ihediaha, who was sacked by the decision of the Supreme Court on 14th January 2020 after having won the said election. Ihediaha's counsel, Michael Zekome, said the decision of the Apex Court, which disqualified Nwosu on account of being nominated as governorship candidate by the APC and AA, should also have affected Hope Uzodinma's nomination as APC governorship candidate, voiding APC's candidacy altogether. But from the get-go, the Apex Court expressed reservation about Ihediaha's application, stating it had no jurisdiction as the 60-day period for hearing electoral appeals had long elapsed, and the court further stated that it was inconceivable that a matter that was decided in 2019 could still find its way back to the same court. Justice John Okoro specifically said the court will not tolerate speculative matters that will ultimately subject the judiciary to social media attacks, adding that it will only entertain genuine cases. Upon Ozekome's insistence on going ahead with hearing of his client's application, the Apex Court, in a ruling read by Justice Tijani Abubakar, dismissed it and imposed a fine of 40 million naira against Ozekome in favor of Nwosu, Action People's Party (APP), its candidate Uche Nnadi, and INEC.
I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I will do this over and over and over again. It is based on the conviction of my spirit. It's based on my scholarship and the research I did. Not out of pride or arrogance, but that this court, being the apex court of the land, is not just a court of law and a court of equity, but it's also a court of policy, to make policy. That a lawyer should not be afraid to bring a case to the court and tell the Supreme Court to reverse itself.
These were judgments that were given in 2019 and 2020, and here you are asking the court to review it. Contrary to their contention that the judgment was what they sought by the application is enforcement, it was actually a call on the court to review his decision, and the Supreme Court will never do that.
By the grace of God, who has given us this mandate, Uzodinma will continue to be the governor of Imo State by God's grace and the power of the people that gave us this mandate. You remember before this election, the talk was like it was Supreme Court that made Hope governor, but you can see from the votes he gathered in the last election, overwhelming support by Imo people.
Following the development, the Imo State government will now focus on other aspects of litigation still in the offing, but which have to do with the recent governorship elections held last month. Godfrey Eshamoge, Arise News.